Welcome guys, it's Tiba here and we are back with a new game for the channel. This is Conan Exiles and I've just started playing it, so I figured I would do a little bit of a review, just sort of show you what the game is and how it works and whether or not something you should pick up or not. Now, I've said I played just a little bit. I am level 7. Um, I played, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, something along those lines. Um, and I've just started it back up, and we actually have a couple of levels here. So we're gonna show you a little bit on what the different things are, what I have figured out so far, and what I think. So we're gonna start here. So you have strength, agility, vitality, accuracy, grit, encumbrance, and survival. Now, grit is the stamina pool. So we're gonna go with vitality because it gives you more health, and strength because it gives you more damage. Now, this is the crafting system. Here you choose different type of things, what you want to be able to craft. So if I choose the warrior here, I could choose craft the stone sword and the stone club, which is basically what I'm going to unlock. Now we have a torch, staircase. That one could be, but it costs 2 and I only have 1, so we're gonna save up for that one. Um, yeah, let's see. So this is what it is. I don't have the settings on max, but I have them fairly high, so this is basically what it looks like. I actually think it looks kind of good. If you have, the palm trees here, uh, grass, you have the water over here. Let's see if we don't get attacked here. Some of these big things. No, it looks okay. This is the water, obviously. So yeah, just graphics wise, just a little thing. This is still in early access, also. So, and I think they've gotten and made a couple of fairly big updates, not so long ago, just before I started playing it actually. Um, so I'm not 100% sure on how it looked before, but right now, for early access, I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm starting this on a PvE server because I wanted to be able to test things out without being, attacked or raided. There are PvP servers as well for those who want, a little bit more action, want to be able to attack other guys, wage war on each other. So yeah, there's the PvP and the PvE servers. Now, have normal health, stamina, water, and food. If any one of these run completely dry, then you die. Um, this is something that I think should maybe have a little bit of tweaking, because when I started the game, it doesn't really give you any direction. At least it didn't for me, and I sort of ran around a little bit and didn't realize how fast they would actually kill me with the food and the water. So I actually died twice just from dehydration because I couldn't find any water. And I was, level 1, not, any direction, where to go, what to do, how to survive, nothing. Just jump into the game and it basically killed me within, I don't know, minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that, with me running around in the desert and just dying of dehydration. And so that's sort of a turn off just as you start. Could be, just a little bit of unforgiving in that sense almost. Um, but just like, any other survival game, that once you sort of figure it out a little bit and once you get going, um, you sort of you get the hang of it, and you know what you need to do to survive, just at least in the first sort of onslaughts. Now it's coming. Yeah, you see, that's sort of a bug there. Like I said, it's still in early access. I haven't had you know um, Is he attacking me or not? It doesn't look like it. Um, I've had a couple of problems. The second or third death that I had in the game just shut down. It just threw me out. I went back, to the Steam page, and I had to restart the game, rejoin the server. My character was still there and everything, the progress that I've made was still there. Obviously, I was dead, but there's been a couple of things like this. I've had one sort of episode just like this where, an enemy's attacking me, and then all of a sudden he's, you know, a good bit away from you, and he's not attacking you anymore. So it's like it's sort of, I don't know, lost connection while he was attacking or something like that. I don't really know if that is common or not, but yeah, it happened to me, and I haven't been playing it for that long, so that's sort of noticed. But like I said, it's still early access, so obviously you know these things could and probably will happen. Now we're gonna try and we're gonna check here. This is obviously the crafting system with different things that you've unlocked that you can craft. Bow and arrow, different type of armor, hammer. This is the first level stages here that you could build a house. But what I want to get is the stone sword. We need twine. We can create quite a bit of this, so we're gonna do that. How much do we have until my next level? There we go. 24,000. We need to get to 36. All right. Um, I think this game is 29.99 euros on Steam right now. I don't know if I actually think that it's worth 29.99. Um, if it were a little bit cheaper, I would recommend it. I would, tell you to, yeah, it's worth it, pick it up, try it out. I don't know actually how I feel about it being 30, almost $30. I don't think that it's that good with that price tag. Obviously, if they continue building on it, yeah, it would probably be worth it. But as it stands right now, I don't know really actually. I probably would tell you to, if you want it, if you really like this type of games, if this is the game, game type or game style for you, yeah, definitely go ahead and pick it up. It's, even though the little bit of the problems that I've had, the little bit that I played, yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's a cool game, cool concept. You have a decent amount of customization when you start. You get to choose your race, different backstory, different type of religions, um, and then obviously the features, male, woman, um, your different styles, skin color, hair color, beard or not. You get to choose how much nudity you want in the game and stuff like that. So yeah, the crafting system is fairly easy to. I want to test it out. Fairly easy to understand. It's nothing complicated. Do I like the? This I don't like. This is one thing that I really think that they should fix. If you have your weapon out like this, and you sort of run like normal, he has the weapon out. But if you sprint, he takes the weapon out, and then he doesn't take it back out. So you have to click again. So if you're running up to something that you're gonna kill, like this, I'm gonna run up to this guy, I have to stop, get the weapon out, and then hit him. I would really just want to be able to run up and start swinging. Maybe it's something that they'll fix. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, they keep up the good work and keep building at it. Um, so yeah, graphical wise, I think it's really good. Gameplay wise, I haven't really gotten that far as about building a really big base or anything like that. I'm gonna come out with a more of a in-depth review of the game. Right now, this was just something that I've thought that I was gonna do more of a, more my first impressions of the game. Just a few first. Like I said, I played for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Just the first, hours of the game. What I think, what I experienced, if it's good or bad, if it's difficult to start or not, things like that. And it's kind of difficult to start off. You don't really know where you're going, but you sort of figure it out kind of quickly, especially if you've played something like this before. Have if you played Ark or anything like that, the crafting system, stuff like that, is extremely similar to each other. The combat, as I've had so far, it needs a little bit of work. It really does. It's not that engaging of a combat system. Um, but yeah, I'm fairly early into it, so hopefully maybe you get some cooler weapons and stuff like that. You can start doing different type of attacks. Then it'll be really cool. I do like the environment. I do like the graphics. I do like the overall feel of the game. But yeah, so if this type of game, if you've played, different this type of survival crafting sort of open world before, then yeah, this game's for you. And I should recommend you to pick it up. If you're a little bit hesitant, you don't really know, I would actually wait a little bit to see if they develop it a little bit further, and if they add a couple of more things, if they fix a couple of the bugs. Like I said, I've been thrown out of the game and a little bit stuff like that. So to fix that, then yeah, I think it could be worth the $29.99 price tag. But as of right now, if you don't already like this type of game, then I would probably wait and not probably see what happens with the game. Obviously it's still in early access, so there's gonna probably be big changes, and there's gonna be a lot of other people that's gonna cover it. Just like me, I'm gonna continue playing it, and I will post videos and on what the different things is and what's going on, and just regular gameplay videos. So hopefully you enjoy this first type of just very small, very basic first impressions of the game. Just me rambling on a little bit on what I actually think of the game. Yeah, there's gonna come up a lot more gameplay of it, and once I've played further into it, I'm gonna do a more bigger type of a review. Now we got a couple of people here. You can sort of see the combat of it. You see, it's not this. It's just this sort of hack away a little bit. You can see he's sort of fucking me up here. But yeah. And I'm soon dying here. You see, there I died. It's not that gripping of a combat system. I think that needs a little bit of work, but yeah, it's still early access. Hopefully that will come. Obviously, it's in first and in third person view. You can choose whatever you want. I like to play in third person view. This is the map. This is where you start. You start over here, the broken highway. In this sort of structure where I actually died of thirst. So it's one of these things. I'm in the desert right now, and you can see the water up there on the left screen. That goes down quite quickly. So that's something that I think they need to change, because the first thing you should be doing once you died like I did is you gotta head for water, and that's a little bit boring. It sort of limits your gameplay a little bit. So hopefully that's something that they think about, maybe change just a little bit. But yeah, that's my first thoughts of the game. Box this guy to death here, and yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I will come up with a more in-depth review later on, but I will see you guys in come on, and I will see you guys in the next video.